Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to this week's episode of the Talk of the Town podcast, where each and every week you tune in because we bring you valuable insight and information that directly affects our local business community. I'm Danielle Hawley, and I'm proud to say that I'm the executive director of the best chamber of commerce around, the Fontana Chamber of Commerce. And I'm proud to bring you our Talk of the Town podcast with my co-host, Mr. Carlos Garcia of FYI Technologies. Carlos, how's it going?
It's going great, Danielle. How about you?
Fantastic. I'm so excited because today we have Jose Morales, Fontana Chamber of Commerce ambassador and owner of the Morales Group, joining us on the podcast. I'm so excited. And Jose's a friend. We love Jose. Jose, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us. It's an honor being in the podcast with you guys. Thank you, Holly. With the best chamber in California, you can say.
Hey, yeah, I love it. That's why you're an ambassador. And for those of you tuning in, if you've attended our events, you know, we love our ambassadors. They do a fantastic job. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. But we like to call you guys our Miss Fontanas of the Chamber. You do a fantastic job. So thanks for being here with us. I wanted to start out by you telling us a little bit about yourself. Talk about your family. And I want to talk as well about that crown and banner that I see in your back. So I'll turn it over to you.
Definitely. Thank you, Carlos, once again. Thank you, Danielle, for having me. It's an honor. And a little bit myself. We've been in Fontana maybe since 2016. Moved from the LA area. It's the biggest, most amazing move we ever made in our lives, honestly. And here we are and growing, and be able to see my kids grow as well in a good community. Okay. Me and my wife, we've been married for 24 years, have four lovely kids. They're all mostly all grown already, going to college, some working. And I have, one started high school this year. So that's a little challenge for him, but he loves it. But, we're a family united together, and, we go to church. So we stay bonded as a family as well. Because I think that's the biggest thing when it comes to family, stay together, stay bonded, and be able to, each other help each other as well.
I do. And I see your kids at events and at your office and helping out and all the things.
Yeah, I like,
Well,
yeah, definitely like to get them involved in everything, especially even if they're older. My oldest one is 22, and we still go out together. We still go to events, we still go to, church, we go out to Disneyland, whatever it is as a family together. And I let them know that, it's always good to help one another and help other people in need. That's the main thing it has. They also, they volunteered before in the past at our church, and I'm, trying to do stuff that they'll be able to get more involved as well. So that's
and you
something.
have. I have to hand it to you. Once you decided to commit being a part of the chamber and then our ambassador team, you've become just such a staple in our community at all of our events, and we appreciate having you. And when you bring the kiddos along with you, we appreciate them. So let's talk though, because I'm former Miss Fontana, and I love Miss Fontana. I see that crown and banner back there, and if you're listening, hop on YouTube to see what I'm talking about. But let's talk about that Teen Miss Fontana crown I see back there.
Oh yeah, that's my little pride and joy, my little princess, Teresa Morales. She actually got involved in Fontana, I think, about 5 to 6 years ago. Right after, like 2 years after we moved here in Fontana. And honestly, with Teresa's involvement with Fontana, kind of opened the doors for even myself and be able to learn more about the city. And I've been proud of her since day one. She started running up, and she ended up being a princess the first couple of years. And then I know COVID hit. It was kind of hard for a lot of the participants and the girls in the court. But then she became Miss Teen Queen Fontana. That's where you have the crown and her staff. I mean, she's something she loves to do. She loves being involved with the organization as well. And she's still part of the organization. So she's never says no. She's always going to meetings and be able to go and help the girls develop the skills. Because Miss Fontana, what I noticed as a parent is not just a pageant, but it develops the girls at a young age to be able to go ahead and go out look for a better job, be able to do a good resume, be able to develop their social skills, because a lot of people now after COVID, their social life social life kind of died, but it helps them maintain that, because get involved with the community. That's one of the main things that Miss Fontana does, tell the girls, and helps them grow in life.
Mhm. I love it. And I'm going to promote Miss Montana until I die. I too, I 23 years ago, and I'm still around helping out. But I love that you mentioned Teresa's experience, and we love Teresa. She does a fantastic job even now helping out and mentoring the girls and leading them. But I love that you said that it opened some doors for you and just being more aware of your community and getting more involved. And I noticed that after Teresa's time in Miss Montana, that we got Jose, and you've been, you joined the chamber and become more involved. So we appreciate that connection. And we always say here at the chamber, we're a family, right? And Fontana is a family. We might be a big city, but we have that small town feel. And it's exactly that we, partner together, support each other. And so it's just fantastic to have you part of the chamber.
Thank you. I think it's an honor. Thank you. Yeah. And then, yes, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish your thought.
No, and back, with Teresa, she's part of the committee now as well. Maybe you know that, and she goes out and be able to, set up events with the organization and have a good time with all the girls.
I love it.
One of the things that you brought up, man, and I think any successful business owner is very powerful when you have your family behind them, right? And the fact that you bring your family along, they support you and all that, I think that speaks volumes, not only as a business owner, but as a family man. So kudos to you on that, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, I also want to ask you about the Morales Group, right? So not only are you heavily involved with the chamber, but the Morales Group has 2 businesses. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, definitely. I created a Morales Group based, of course, on our last name. I feel like we, as a family, once again, we're strong as a family. We're able to strive and be able to grow every single day. And everything I do, like I tell my wife and kids, is just for them. As a business, you have your challenges up and down, like everybody else does. Nobody is successful at the beginning, and I'm still growing. I'm still a small fish, but I'm still want to get to a point that I can say to myself, you know what, we made it, and I'm blessed. Okay. And then that's why I created a Morales Group. And the Morales Group, there's an umbrella of 2 businesses under it. One is credit card processing I've been doing since 2013. Okay. And I decided to go on my own on 2016 when we decided to move to Fontana. I provide credit card processing services, e-commerce, mobile, websites, POS systems, everything that has to do to run a business on a daily basis, taking credit card payments for their business. My job is not just providing that service, but as JC Merchant Solutions under the Morales Group, I created a business as well because I find solutions for customers. Customers call me and say, you know what, I'm looking for so on and so on, looking for software integration. I'm looking for this. So I go out of the box and be able to find that solution for the customer. Maybe something I don't provide, let's say payroll or workers' comp, but I have colleagues and connections saying, you know what, I have this customer that needs your service, and can you be able to give them a call and help them out, see what they can do? So for me, it's just a one-stop shop to be able to find solutions for the merchants and for the customers to be able to run their business on a daily basis. Okay. I am local. I'm in California, but I do have clients in the East Coast, in the Midwest, that I build relationship with them. Because I think running a business, you have to build relationship with customers. That's one of the main key portions of it. So, because they tell me, oh, I got this credit card service a couple years ago, I never seen the person ever again. Or they go with a big bank, same thing. They just ship it out, and you're on your own. You figure it out. So I take my business really serious. I get involved. I give them a call maybe once a month. Ask for referrals to see, if you have anybody else that needs the same service. I send them a text, or during Christmas, I send them a nice email and everything. So I build relationship with these customers, and they know that, and they see that. And I have customers being with me since 2013 that have never left my side. Mm-hmm. So for me, I feel proud that I'm providing the service that they need, even on the weekends. As a business owner, we don't have a time set. We can work from 6 a.m. in the morning all the way to midnight. We have no choice. Mm-hmm. So I might be out with my family. I tell them, you know what, hold on, I got a call from a customer. I got to take care of this. Why? Because they're my main priority as a business, to make sure they keep running. Because if they lose credit card transactions, that means that I'm not doing my job correctly, and they're going to lose money.
Yeah.
And there's a saying that I learned in the industry: it's easy to get a new client and harder to maintain an old one. Because the old one, when somebody else goes in and does the same thing I do and offer them a couple of cents cheaper, and say, you know what, I'm going to go with him because Jose is not taking care of me.
Yep.
So no, I take my job really serious and my relationship with my clients as well. During COVID, I end up opening the auto concept brokers. Based on COVID times, car prices were ridiculous, insane. People paying those ridiculous markups and overpriced vehicles that there was no sense for me. I was in the car business since 2003 all the way to 2013. Started, from franchise dealerships, managing independent car dealerships. I was in finance, I was a sales manager, so I know the back end of the industry very well. And same thing, we still learn something new every single day. And people were calling me, Jose, I need help with a car. Sure, no problem. I was glad and pleased to help them out. Then my kids say like, Dad, you know what? Why don't you open your own business as a car broker? You help everybody out, but why make it into a business? So for me, that's what I have my family next to me, because they kind of guide me and they kind of tell me, okay, this is what you need to do for yourself or for us. So you know what? You're right. Let me go ahead and open it as a business. And I started promoting it. And, Teresa kind of helped me do a small little website. But it kind of brings the family together. And we were in lockdown. I said, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. So that's how Auto Concept Broker was created during COVID times. And I love it. I love the car business. I am a car fanatic, so I get involved with a lot of car enthusiasts as well.
You do. We did your ribbon cutting, and you had all kinds of fun cars present. And
yes, that's something that I'm going to touch into that, because that's something that it's going to benefit the community as well in the future. But the car industry itself has changed so much, and cars were at one point so expensive, and now they drop when it comes to trade-ins. So my job is not just also same thing, selling a vehicle. No, it's educating customers. Some of these customers never leased a car before. So my job is to educate them. How do I lease? Am I wasting money? No, you're not. So I give them all the information that what they need to know, and people that never leased before, that, you know what, you educate me very well now. It's easier for me to lease. And if I don't want to do a lease buyout, I can do it or turn it back in.
Yeah.
My job also to make sure that the rate they're getting with whoever manufacturer they're going to get, or I tell them, you know what, go with your own bank. Let's see what your credit union, your bank has to offer, and we'll shop around and see what's the best rate for you as well. So I build a relationship with them as well, and I have a lot of customers referring me, family members, co-workers, and it makes me feel good. Why? Because they like what I do for them. And they tell me, I never used a broker in my life. You make my life so easy. Why? Because I'm the middleman between you and the dealership, and I do everything. All the hard work, you go on your day, keep doing your business, you work, whatever you need to do. I take care of that. I come in contact with every single dealership. I even have the deals going on in Miami, Florida, over the phone. Yes, over the phone. And I'm able to go ahead and build that relationship with those dealers as well, and also with new clients that they're gonna be with me in the future. But it's a beautiful thing. I love running businesses, and I'm not finished yet. I know in my mind, I'm always thinking in my mind. I'm always thinking something new. I'm always saying to myself, okay, this is next. But that's the way it is. When you're an entrepreneur, you never sleep because your mind's always working.
It's always going, always cranking.
And it started with my wife.
And I love that you're adapting. Like you said, after COVID, you adapted. The world changed, culture changed, car buying changed, everything changed. So to survive, you have to be adaptable. And I think that's awesome.
Always. And always good to educate people. I know you touched a good point when it comes to the ribbon cutting we had. I want to do something a little different than just a regular ribbon cutting, because like I said, I'm in the car scene and I go to a lot of Cars and Coffee. Cars and Coffee means, a lot of older gentlemen, young crowd, old, whatever it is. They take out their exotic cars, whatever they have, and go and have a good time, talk about cars, talk about business, networking, and they drink coffee and donuts. That's what we do.
There you go.
That's something I wanted to do for the ribbon cutting. And it's something that I did say that I want to do for the community is build a Cars and Coffee. That's something I want to bring into the community in a couple of months, and work together with the chamber and see where we go.
I love that. So stay tuned, you car enthusiasts that are listening out there. Cars and Coffee, it's coming. Jose's going to make it happen. I want to talk about you being a chamber and why did you choose the Fontana Chamber? I know obviously you live in Fontana, right? But there's other chambers of commerce that are around. Why the Fontana Chamber?
I see the Fontana Chamber growing with the time that I've been living here, and I seen being involved. You guys grow, and I know Danielle Hawley actually took a big role in the chamber, and I noticed change has happened in the last year or so that you've been on, and you're doing an amazing job. Honestly, you're doing an amazing job. I have to give you it for that. But the chamber, it's a way to help also business owners to have them help grow and also help the community, because we do a lot of events for the community as well. We get involved with county supervisors, we get involved with churches. So it's like you said, it's a big city, but we're a family. And for me to be involved with the Chamber of Commerce after so many years living here, I finally say, you know what, it's time for me to join and be able to go ahead and see what they do. That way I can go ahead and help everyone else. By having a business, you don't go out there and sell, or no, you go out and service and help people in need and be able to go ahead and do what you can do for them.
Well, and you just hit it on the head. You serve others. This is what I tell my staff. We're here to serve our business community. And how do you do that? You have great relationships. I know I say this all the time. It's all about relationships. Relationships are everything. We can have the flashiest, shiniest, coolest, whatever. But if we're not kind to people and supportive and rallying behind them, and we don't have great relationships and care in all that we do, we don't have anything. So I know you get it. And I feel like attracts like, and I think that that's what gravitated you in with the chamber. And you've really just done a phenomenal job, even serving at our job fairs, just in multiple capacities. But just being really understanding that relationship component, I think, is just what's been such a blessing on our end for sure.
That is correct.
And you've been a chamber ambassador for a little while now. So, and you're part of the leadership team, right? So talk to us about the ambassador program.
Yes, I was honored when they told me, you know what, we want to make you an ambassador, during the hiatus season, June and July.
Yeah.
And I was honored. I said, yes, definitely. I'll definitely be able to take that role. And just recently, 2 weeks ago, I was honored to be one of the leadership. That was another good experience for me. Okay, knowing that I've been in the chamber for a little while, but I guess I show myself the way I am, the personality I have. I always tell everyone, I tell my kids, never forget where you come from, because at the end of the day, you have to be yourself. You have to be humble, and you have to go ahead and create relationships and try to help one another. That's the main thing. Okay. And that's what I'm here for as a leadership. And I got out with, some of the staff from the office, go out and see business owners myself and be able to go ahead and present myself. And it's something I can do and help them out.
Yeah. Well, you've done a fantastic job. And we noticed that early on that you got it. You understood. Just our mission statement obviously is to be the advocate, voice, and resource to our local business community, but we couldn't do that without relationships. And so you just kept showing up and showing support and interest, and really just being so helpful. I know Jackie Heredia, our community engagement coordinator, goes out and, she makes member visits and everything. And so you've joined her several times and referred people in. And so we just thought, oh my gosh, Jose gets it. It was just such a natural fit for you. So we're so excited to have you on our leadership team. And our team has grown. The ambassadors, we have almost 30 ambassadors now, and we're going to well surpass that this year. So we did a restructure. We just talked with the board and chamber staff and just really thought, how can we be most effective with, really our ambassador team? And so we decided that we were going to put 3 points of leadership overseeing 3 teams. So we've got the gray team, the white team, and the blue team. And those are all of our chamber colors. So you guys have some friendly competition going on, and we give you guys points for attending various events, you know, speaking at city council and just being engaged and a part of the business community here. And so so thrilled to see what you're going to do in that role. I know you're going to do fantastic and just continue the great work that you've already done. So I just want to wrap up here. Let's talk very briefly. We talked about launching the Cars and Coffee, so we can stay tuned for that. But what do you see trends in your industries? Because you've got two industries you're working in. What are some trends that you're seeing?
Our industry is always changing for the good in any way possible. Credit card processing, always new guidelines, new regulations, new technology coming out. That's the main thing about credit card processing, is the technology that we bring into the customers, to their business, to be able to make easier to run their business on a daily basis. With POS, online ordering. When it comes to cars, they change every single year. Same thing, new technology. I mean, we're definitely going to get some flying cars in the future. I've seen that already as a prototype, but it's always something that I like to maintain up and be able to have all the new information and everything. Why? Because I have people maybe ask me a question. Sure, I'm able to help you out and guide you this way. So my main thing is to grow, keep growing, building relationships. That's one of the main things. And of course, being part of the chamber, because as the team together, business owner and the chamber will be able to grow together and be able to build more relationships and be able to tell business owners what's the benefit being part of the chamber, and me as a business owner help them out on the transition, be able to go ahead and get new members. But I see my business grow, and thanks to the Chamber of Commerce and also City of Fontana, that I'm in a good place to be able to go say, you know what, I love Fontana, and I'm there to stay, and business is open for every single day.
Love it. We're open for business.
Open for business, exactly what the mayor says all the time.
Yep. Jose, how can people connect with you?
So I have my two Instagrams. One is JC Merchant Solutions, and the other one is at Auto Concept Brokers. My contact information there. I do have an office here in Fontana as well, in downtown Fontana on Sierra. It's going to be 8285 Sierra Avenue in Fontana.
Right across from City Hall.
Right, I'm really right across City Hall and the police station, so I'm okay. And a couple of feet away from you guys as well. Yep. But my phones are open 24/7, so I'm available for any customer, even to ask a simple question. I'm there to go ahead and help them out.
Awesome. Well, Jose, we appreciate you being a guest today on the Talk of the Town podcast. Thank you for all that you do representing the chamber, just not only as a member, but in your capacity as an ambassador. You're doing a great job. I know you're going to do a fantastic job leading the team this year. And for those of you listening, thank you so much for tuning in each and every week. Don't forget, we are on all major streaming platforms. But if you want to see our bright, smiley faces, you can check us out on YouTube as well. But we appreciate you tuning in each week to catch up with everything that we're doing, especially in this more extended format where we can really dive deeper into our members and partners within the community to get you great information and just keep you engaged. So thank you again. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, Jose. And everyone, we will see you next week on the Talk of the Town podcast.
Thank you, Carlos, for having me.